A Florida man destroyed a toilet in a bathroom brawl. A Florida fugitive cut his ankle monitor off and started a GoFundMe page to flee the country. A Florida man stole a tow truck as revenge after the company previously towed his own car, and a naked Florida man reportedly stole and crashed a police car. These are the weird stories for Florida. For Florida. Yeah, for Florida and for Friday. This is Weird AF News, and it's Florida Friday. Every Friday, we do weird news only from Florida. It's a state that deserves a little more attention, don't you think?
Those bizarre stories you hear about all the time that seem to only happen here in Florida. I know, right?
Can't make this stuff up. It is just one of the many wacky news stories out of Florida.
Why does the Sunshine State consistently produce such strange news?
But what accounts for all this bizarre news? Is it the weather? Is it the people?
Florida is full of the crazy stories.
A Florida man destroyed a toilet in a bathroom brawl. A man is accused of destroying a toilet at the Coconut Bar. Oh, doesn't that sound nice? The Coconut Bar in Martin County, Florida. I'm sure a lot of nice decisions have been made the past year at the Coconut Bar in Martin County, Florida. This guy has to appear in court in connection with his alleged commode carnage. The case of the purported potty pulverizer. This author's hilarious. The case of the purported potty pulverizer began around 1:49 a.m. on January 19th as a Martin County Sheriff's deputy went to the Coconut Bar, where life is beautiful all the time, and you'll be happy to see my smiling face, hee hee, ho ho, ha ha, at the Coconut Bar. It's on Dixie Highway. Off the Florida Keys, there's a place where people smoke meth. Emergency officials were called to the scene because, quote, a customer was breaking the toilet. Breaking the toilet, imagine, of all choices. The customer was identified as a 25-year-old Newport Richie man whose occupation is listed as, quote, plumbing. Is that a joke? Or is he really a plumber? I mean, he was working on the plumbing at the Coconut Bar for sure. For free. I'm wondering if he really is a plumber. Did he go in and like disconnect the plumbing because he was very familiar with how to do such things because he was displeased with the bar? How did this all go down? What's the history of the plumber that was pissed at the Coconut Bar and went on a commode carnage? Matt, you just can't beat the adjectives in this article. It says here the man was playing in a billiards tournament. He got cut off from alcohol, the bartender told investigators, because he was too inebriated. After being cut off, he left the Coconut Bar. Then he returned during last call, tried to buy a beer. Oh, was he wearing a disguise? Was he like, I'm in a fool at Coconut Bar. I'll be back. He'll be back in last call. And you know what I'll do? I'll draw a little mustache on me with some mascara that my auntie left me in my glove box. They'll never know who it is. Bam, back in the Coconut Bar having a grand old time. The Coconut Bar. Oh, man. So he goes back to the Coconut Bar during last call, tried to buy a beer. My goodness. It says here he tried to buy a beer, an alcoholic beverage involving the brewing and fermentation of cereals, typically malted barley and flavored by means of hops. Wow, whoever wrote this article is hilarious. It really says that. It gives you the definition of a beer, in case some Floridians happen to be reading this and they don't know what things are. Anyways, the man was asked to leave the Coconut Bar, but he refused. He said he wanted to use the restroom. An unidentified person followed him to the restroom to ensure that he used it and left immediately. Yeah, that's what you want. You don't want this guy hanging out in your restroom. The man was accused of getting upset. He removed the toilet lid and began to beat the toilet with the lid. Unbelievable. That's like getting your arm ripped off and then slapped in the face with your own arm. Investigators reported finding this man who denied knowing about the toilet situation. He denied. Eventually, he fessed up to busting the toilet, referred to colloquially as a porcelain throne. He was issued a notice to appear in court on a criminal mischief charge. What about the toilet? What about the Coconut Bar? Oh, don't you worry, my children. The Coconut Bar is used to this sort of deplorable behavior. My goodness, a toilet in Florida. Is there anything worse than that? If I have an enemy, which I don't, but if I had an enemy, I would wish that they were reincarnated as a toilet in Florida. A Florida man accused of sex crimes cut off his ankle monitor and started a GoFundMe page in order to flee the country. Clay County, Florida. A fugitive from Florida is asking for $2,000 in order to flee the country once and for all. Keith Morris Smith Jr., age 29, is wanted for violating the conditions of his release. Deputies say that Smith bonded out of the county jail and then immediately cut off his ankle monitor. This is probably pretty common in Florida. And Smith is pretty brilliant because he decided to ask help from the public in order to flee the country. Most people will just flee the country with whatever they have or whatever they can find. This guy was like, you know what? I'm no dummy. I'm going to start a GoFundMe fundraiser. What's it called, Smith? Oh, it's called Trying to Be Free. He set his donation goal at $2,000 because he wants to be free, but not that free. $2,000 doesn't get you free for very long. I don't know if he's aware of that. In what category is his fundraiser under? You're not going to believe this. It's great. Dreams, hopes, and wishes category. That's right. Oh, I just would have loved to be next to him when he chose the category for this fundraiser. Well, no, it's not medical expenses, and it's not arts and crafts. Jeez. Let's see, fleeing the country. Nothing says fleeing the country here, so I'm just going to put dreams, hopes, and wishes because that's close enough, all right? Now, underneath the category and the title, he wrote a little blurb. It says, I'm fundraising to basically live. I was on bond that was revoked over something I never did. Now I'm on the run. Yeah, it was revoked because you broke your ankle bracelet, bro. You're not supposed to do that. That's why you're on the run, because you took off your ankle monitor, you crazy person. Can you imagine how many ankle monitors are in Florida? It's probably so common to go to like a Florida Starbucks and you walk in and there's like a fifth of the people in there have ankle monitors. I will bet you so many people on Tinder in Florida have ankle monitors and they have to like show you when they get to your house. But okay, before we go any further, I just want to let you know when you get my pants off, I don't want you to be shocked. I have an ankle monitor, okay? And then everybody's like, yeah, so what? Yeah, my uncle and two of my cousins have ankle monitors. Oh, okay, back to Smith's GoFundMe. The other thing that makes me laugh is the amount of money that he wants to raise. $2,000, as if that's going to get him anywhere. Are you going to Mexico, buddy? Because that's about it. And then you're going to have to start a new GoFundMe page to raise more money in the dreams, hopes, and wishes categories. To stay in Mexico. It's now my new dream, hope, and wish to continue to live in Tijuana. If you could please send money. Smith writes that he needs money to flee the country because, get this, if he goes back to jail, he believes that he'll die. Yeah. Or you'll just be in jail, Smith. After 3 days of being active, this GoFundMe has raised, guess what, guys? Can you guess how much money this Flee the Country GoFundMe has raised? This illegal GoFundMe, which is, by the way, I'm astounded that GoFundMe even would allow this to even go live, this actual page. This just proves that GoFundMe doesn't give a damn what you are trying to raise money for. I mean, what won't GoFundMe approve? Like, really? We're trying to raise some money to import some illegal monkeys from Zambia. Will they let that one go through too? Wow, GoFundMe. Way to have scrutiny. And ethics. Love it. Love it. Anyways, have you guys guessed how much he's raised? GoFundMe? $0. Well, I wish you luck, Smith. You're not getting far on $0. And by the way, why can't they just find this guy, right? Just contact GoFundMe and be like, hey, we're looking for the banking information of this individual. Where's this guy located? And like, I mean, really? A Florida man steals a tow truck as revenge for the tow company previously towing his own car. Did you ever know that you're my hero? Who is this hero that's stealing tow trucks that previously towed his car? We've all wanted to do that, right? He's just expressing our inner, wishes. Alachua County, Florida, which sounds like a sneeze. Alachua County, Florida. A man from Alachua is facing charges after he admitted that he stole a company's tow truck as revenge for the time that they stole his own car. I gotta know, I need details. When did they take his car? I love to imagine that it was like years ago and he kept this grudge and then finally saw an opportunity to jack a tow truck. Same company. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna get him back. It's been 2 years. So on Tuesday evening, Florida Highway Patrol troopers received a tip that a tow truck had been stolen. After midnight on Wednesday, the trooper spotted the stolen tow truck driving north on I-75. The trooper pulled the truck over and spoke with Amy Ongo, age 30. Ongo admitted to stealing the truck. Wait a minute. This is a guy's, his name is Amy, A-I-M-E-E. Amy? Maybe I'm not saying this right. I mean, I've seen Amy spelt this way, kind of. Regardless, a search of Ongo and the truck resulted in the recovery of, well, you guessed it. Can you guys, let's play Guess the Florida chemicals that were discovered on Amy Ongo's person. Come on now, here we go. Is it A, Xanax? Is it B, hydrocodone? Is it C, methamphetamine? Or D, all of the above? Ding, 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 ding. You're absolutely right. It's D, all of the above. This is Florida. Hello, weren't you present? Ongo was arrested and charged with grand theft auto and 3 counts of possession of a controlled substance. So who wins at the end of the day? Yeah, he goes to jail, but at least he gets to sleep at night. Amy Ongo, feeling so satisfied for stealing a tow truck after his own car was stolen. Something we've always wanted to do. Revenge, stealing of a tow truck. Have you ever been towed when you felt that it was like unnecessary? I have. And what does it cost to get your car out of like impound? It's like an extra $300 on top of the ticket. Unacceptable. The price of getting your car out of impound. Where do they get these impound prices? $400, $300, $500. They charge you per day like $250 or $200 per day. Per day that your car sits there. Inappropriate. Oh, I need to calm down. I'm so sorry. I'm just very anti-towing. And I love this guy for doing it. Oh, man, he's going to be the hero in prison, I'll tell you right now.
You like podcasts? You're listening to my podcast. Maybe you thought to yourself, I'd like to make a podcast. Too difficult. No, not with Anchor. Anchor has free creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast from your phone or your computer. Anchor distributes your podcast to Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, and more. They have advertising integration, so you can even make a little money off your podcast. Everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. And good luck with your podcast. Good luck with your creation. Good luck with your life, man.
Yay! A naked Florida man reportedly stole and crashed a police car. How does a naked Florida man get a hold of a police car? I'd like to know. But this naked Florida man stole what the news footage shows to be a marked police vehicle and crashed it into a wooded area. His name is Joshua Schenker, age 22. He was arrested after Thursday's crash on charges including theft of a motor vehicle, aggravated battery on a law enforcement officer, depriving an officer of means of communication or protection, and resisting an officer without violence. Woo, all those things, Jacksonville Sheriff's Office reports. Depriving an officer of means of communication. You shush, officer. Shush it. Shush. I said shush. Well, you are depriving me of a means of communication. I know, because you're going to call your friends, and I need to drive away with your car and get myself some clothes. Officers responded to reports of a naked man running along Interstate 10 in Jacksonville, Florida. Well, you know, in Jacksonville, you're going to see naked men running around because most of them are on crack. Jacksonville, Florida. This wasn't even in the middle of the night. This was before noon on Thursday. That's just regular naked run around Jacksonville hours, really. Schenker was lying in the roadway as well, because when you're naked, you want to lay in a roadway. It just feels good. So an officer stopped on the opposite side of the route. Schenker then ran across the highway toward the officer. Okay, then what happened? The report didn't say how Schenker stole the vehicle. Authorities confirmed that... What? Authorities confirmed only that the vehicle belonging to the police officer was stolen. That's it? You got nothing. The cop was there. The cop doesn't say what happened. He must be so embarrassed that his police vehicle was jacked that he can't even say. I don't know, man. First I saw a naked man. Then the naked man's running at me. Then my car's gone. I don't know, man. You know, I just lost time. I don't know what happened. Sometimes I lose time, okay? All right? I just slipped into REM sleep for no reason. And then, you know. According to the police report, $10,000 worth of damage was done to the vehicle as the naked man drove it through the forest. Hey, yeah, that's what you want to do. Hey, he's looking for clothes, okay? He's like, there's got to be a Goodwill in here somewhere. Officers noticed that Schenker had road rash after the crash. Road rash? Is that like road rage, but on your face? It's like road rage, but it's itchy, and it's all over your body. He had a road rash. Is that what you get on your bum if you're seated for a long time in a car? and you're naked? You have no clothes on? Or like, did he just like pick up some sort of herpes that the officer had? And how did this work? Oh, he was taken to the hospital to be checked out for road rash. What is road rash? I need to look this up. Hold on. Oh, thank you, Merriam-Webster, since 1828. Oh, just bringing the words. The definition of road rash, it's a noun, and it's mild to severe skin abrasions resulting from a fall, as from a bicycle or motorcycle. So what, did he fall out of the vehicle as well as drive it through the woods? How did he get this road rash? I have so many questions. He's being held on $4,011 bail. What is that? What is that all about? $4,011? So specific. Hello. I'm so grateful that you were here for this Florida Friday episode. And if you sent me an article, I really appreciate that. I got a lot of nice articles sent to me, so thank you guys for all that support. Hope you're having a nice weekend. If you happen to be listening to this over the weekend, if it's Monday morning, then I hope you had a nice weekend in the past tense. I want to tell everybody I'm collaborating on a new offer for those of you who would be willing to join the Patreon. I'm going to send you something very special, something free. It is a new comic book called Tales of Florida, and it features the superhero Floridaman, who does battle against, people that masturbate outside of a Popeye's chicken, this kind of stuff. It's very funny. I think you guys would really enjoy that. So I'll give a free download of this comic book, issue number 0, the first comic book in this series, Tales of Florida, to anyone who joins the Patreon. Patreon.com/WeirdAFNews is where you want to go, or WeirdAFNews.com. Just a little bit about Tales of Florida. It's an independent comic. You can find more information on their Facebook page, facebook.com/Title Page Comics, TIDAL Page, PAGE Comics, COMICS. And there are links there where you can purchase this comic book series. It's also available at indieplanet.com. It's pretty funny, and the artwork is amazing. It's really well done, very professional. And so join the Patreon now. I'll give you a free download. And check out Title Page Comics and Tales of Florida, with a new superhero is in our midst now, Floridaman. It's about time we had somebody that can clean up the state. So check that out and join the Patreon. And have a great weekend. Bye-bye.